Years ago, rather, I decided I wanted to do something for this community, and what I chose to do is organize a benefit concert for Faith City Mission. I chose them because they're a strong Christian-based organization, and to be willing to stay there, you have to be willing to help yourself. When I started it in 2007, the average age of a homeless person in Amarillo was 9 years old. With the economic times have just gotten tougher, and I can only imagine the age has gotten even lower now. We're doing it again this year, and I've decided to change the venue, and I chose the Nat Ballroom. And the reason I chose that is because of its historic significance in this city. I work on this, I don't make any money off of it. The bands that play, I'll dedicate their time. This is a community thing. Everybody works for free. Every cent of every dollar we raise goes to Faith City. I have a copy of the poster for this year's event I brought. You guys can have that. Like I said, I've been working on this one for about 6 months now. We are now 11 days away from the concert, and it has come to my attention that some code violations or something of the sort have occurred within the Nat with the fire department. And I'm not here to criticize the fire department. They're doing their job. I'm here, and these people at Faith City are really counting on this. Okay? We raise a lot of money for them. And like I said, this is now 11 days away from our event. I am here coming before you asking for, please, some kind of continuance. Allow this man who owns the place to get his place in order. This is going to really hurt. We can't move it now. It's too soon to the event. I don't work for Faith City. I do this independently. But I'm begging you to allow him some time to correct these problems, and also to allow so that we can have this benefit concert and raise this money that they're counting on for us.
What was the sprinkler system? What is
I'm not familiar with all the violations.
Mayor and Commission and Mr. Benton, if you will give us a chance, Fire Marshal Terry McKinney is here and he can address your issue if you'll give him a chance.
Yes, sir.
Mayor Pro Tem, Commissioners, Mr. Trader. I believe what the gentleman's referring to is...
you will need to identify yourself.
Yeah, sorry.
On the record.
This is Terry McKinney, Amarillo Fire Marshal. The Nat Ballroom was inspected on Friday, March 12th by some inspectors from the Fire Prevention Department. We did not go out there on any type of complaint. I want to be sure there's no confusion on that at all. We went out there of our own decision based upon an item we saw in the Get Out section of the Amarillo paper involving a concert that was going to take place on Saturday, Friday and Saturday of this last week. Just in the write-up, it indicated that they were moving that event to the Nat from 4 Legion Underground, which is another facility here in the city, and they were expecting 10 more bands than they had at the previous event last year, and they were anticipating a greater crowd. Our knowledge of the Nat from previous inspections over the years was such that we knew the occupant load was a maximum of 204 persons at the Nat, and they were indicating they were going to have 32 bands. Based upon that information, we felt like that it warranted, since we had not been out there in over a year, that it warranted inspectors paying a visit to the location, verifying exits were clear, making sure there wasn't any other specific fire hazards or violations that needed to be addressed, as well as a reminder to the management out there that they have a responsibility to count the number of persons that are inside their facility during their events and make sure they do not exceed that maximum occupant load or have an overcrowding situation. I don't know if y'all remember or not, but several years back, there's been a beginning of many years of tragedies at nightclubs and events and concerts inside buildings, especially older buildings. And so back in February 2003, the Station Nightclub fire in Rhode Island certainly got the fire service's attention and my attention as well. We became more proactive. We're looking for events that indicate to us they may be an overcrowded situation, or there may be problems with exiting. And so we use that as a reason for us to go on out there, even if we have not received any type of complaint. So based upon that, the inspection was performed. Several violations were noted on the inspection. Brandon Mann, who runs that Nat ballroom out there, was communicated with. He was on site. He was given a copy of our standard fire inspection form that was filled out. And then when we have many violations such as this, we follow that up with a letter that's more descriptive of what the code sections are, but he was provided a copy of this at the time. There was some communication between him and the inspectors about some ongoing problems that were noted this time that had been there before. But the end result was they were not shut down. They were not closed. He did not post unsafe to occupy notices on the building. He was given some specific instructions to some things he must do prior to holding his events and occupying that facility with lots of people as an assembly use. Specifically, there were obstructed exit ways that had to be cleared. Mr. Mann communicated back to the inspectors that he had crew people that were coming in and he would have that taken care of. He was not told that he could not have his event. He was told you have to clear those exit ways before you bring in a large group and have your event. The other items were items that we expect to be corrected before we go out and do a re-inspection in 10 working days. Several items that we obtained on inspection or required or observe on inspections in a lot of other facilities such as that. And so nothing that indicated he was going to be closed down or could not have his events, except the immediate life safety hazard of those obstructed exit ways. He does have some ongoing issues that he's got to go to building safety for to get resolved. Those issues are occupying it as a residence without a valid certificate of occupancy and some alcohol consumption issues. Those items must be corrected, and he was not told you have to do that before you have the event. He was told you need to get to the building safety department and pursue change of occupancy permits for those uses. In 10 days, we want to see that you take an action to correct those problems. So I think there's maybe some misinformation or miscommunication about what took place last Friday at that facility. Any
Well,
questions?
can I ask Mr. Benton a question?
Sir.
Are you concerned that you're going to have a lot more than 204 people? Is that what you
Actually, if I were to have 200 people, I would be pretty thrilled. That would mean we would raise just $2,000 at the door. I'm also working outside of this to try to raise corporate sponsorships. So,
is the person that owns the building, are they saying they're just not going to do this? Is that what
no, he's right. And I want to be clear. I'm not criticizing you, sir, or anything like that. I know you're doing your job. There's just so much rumors out there.
Okay.
And I'm just doing everything I can to protect the event, Rock City Rescue, okay? I don't know what's going to happen with the Nat after that, but I have to do this for these people. But I would love to have more than 200. I'll tell you this, I do have people coming for crowd control. I'm going to have somebody at the door. But we're going to keep a close eye on it because I don't want any of this to come down on me either. So we're very aware of that, and I was not aware that it was, blocking exits and everything, and I can see to it myself that that's taken care of the day of the event.
Well, that's the only issue that stands between your having the
Okay.
event and not.
And he's right, there has been some miscommunication. But like I said, I just want, my interest is Rock City Rescue, and the people of Faith City, and the homeless people in this town who are working their best to try to improve their